Is still alive and well. We just need to get healthy.
Well, left with too few players after just too many injuries, a once proud football program is forced to forfeit the rest of the season.
Yeah, just so disappointing. Yeah. Channel 3 New Haven Bureau Chief Matt McFarland is live in Derby tonight with all the details. Matt.
Well, Aaron and Mark, when you get to the halfway point of a high school football season, every team is just dealing with injuries. But when you have a team and you're starting with a small roster, well, it can really take its toll. That's exactly what happened here in Derby. Its athletic director, its football coach say they just simply don't have enough healthy players to safely finish the season.
Derby Raiders!
At Derby High, football practice continues even if the games won't.
Unfortunately, after the last couple of games that we've played, the frequency of injuries increased, the frequency of athletic trainer trips onto the field increased.
And it forced Derby to forfeit its final 5 games of the season, including 2 against its biggest rivals, Ansonia and Shelton. A tough break for a football program that's won 4 state titles, its last one coming in 1990, but has recently struggled with numbers and had been outscored 196-20 in its 5 games this season.
When the regular season started, we had 28 kids dressed, ready to play. And this past week, leading into the Oxford game, we had 14 players available.
With just 186 boys in its entire school, Derby is the smallest Connecticut high school to field its own football team. And now left with just 14 available players, its athletic director and coach say there's just no way they could safely field a team for the rest of the season.
Nobody wants to avoid playing football games. Nobody wants to say, hey, we're going to call it here. But again, as the adults in the room, that health and safety have to come first.
So while its final 5 games will be forfeits, the season isn't over. The team will continue to practice, and they'll gear up for a scrimmage against arch rival Ansonia next week, serving as the team's senior night.
Kids have lost so much over the last 2 years, and if the last 2 years have taught us anything, it's just kind of live in the moment and appreciate what you have. And I think that's where our kids are at right now.
Again, they'll have that scrimmage here against Ansonia next Thursday. They're also looking to have one additional scrimmage the week before Thanksgiving. Now, the athletic director says this is a fairly young team. Of the 28 players that started the season, they only had 3 seniors, 4 juniors, the rest freshmen and sophomores, so they think that they have a good base to start next year with. We're live with the Mobile Newsroom in Derby. Matt McFarland, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.